Welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Roxana. This is Avid Diva, and today we're going to talk a little bit in about the Forbes list of 10 highest paid YouTubers and what does that have to do with new beginnings. Now, as you guys know, I decided to start a Vlogmas with like a theme so that it would be easier for me to film all the videos from all the channels with that theme. And yesterday I picked New Beginnings and I decided to keep it for the entire week. Probably I'll change it probably during the weekend or maybe even sooner, depending on what happens on social media. The reason why I decided to bring that up is because there's a lot of different channels that were on that list. I'm not going to go into the list. I'm going to find the link and I'm going to post it down below. But we seem to have some sort of disjointed thinking when it comes to YouTubers. And if a YouTuber has 70 million subscribers, then we consider that a career. But a YouTuber that has 1,000, that's not a career, that's a hobby. And that's not how it works. And what I mean by that is, there are thousands of people that are trying to make a go out of YouTube. And every single one of them started with 0 subscribers. And I think the issue comes because it becomes more noticeable when you see sometimes problematic YouTubers getting all the attention and all the money, and then you see a lot of really talented people in the bottom. Isn't reality just the same? I mean, think about it. When you go to a club around town, like in your hometown, there's always somebody that sounds in a bar or in a club or somewhere. There will always be one person that you sit there and you go, wow, this person has talent. And maybe they never make it. And yet we are sick and tired of watching people auto-tune their way to millions and millions of dollars and millions of followers. So, like I always say, social media is a microcosm of real life, and it is evident on this as well. However, just because people are not making millions of dollars doesn't mean that they cannot make a decent living where they can support their families and have a nice little life. And unfortunately, we have a few people on the community that have decided to make their careers out of bashing other YouTubers. Whether they do it consciously or unconsciously, they don't realize the damage that they're doing to the community. And I'm not talking about drama channels or commentary channels. I'm talking about channels that have taken the turn to specifically try to poo-poo on everybody else. And you're always going to see that too. Now, the difference, if you're wondering, the difference between a drama and a commentary channel and one of these channels that I'm talking about is that a drama or a commentary channel tries to bring light into an issue that may or may not impact other people. For example, the beauty drama channels, even though, yeah, we talk about everything, but the reality is that sometimes there's things that are uncovered that do have an impact, like when somebody is selling bad cosmetics that are causing reactions, or when a company steals from a minor influencer thinking that they can get away with it, and sometimes they do at the end of the day, but at least we're informed. Or when somebody decides to not be inclusive enough, or any of those circumstances are things that we need to watch out for. That doesn't mean that we're going to cancel them just because they made a mistake, but we have to keep them accountable when they make mistakes so that they don't make them in the future. And so when I was watching that list last night, the thing that kept coming back at me is, why are you doing this? And this is a question that I want to ask for any person, not just YouTubers. For any person that has a dream or a goal, your why is more important than your what. Let me say that again. Your why is more important than your what. If you're doing something to become famous or rich or both, that is not enough to sustain your dreams and your goals. If you're doing something because you want to help your community or because you want to put your kids through college, that is a goal that will take you for a few years. Especially if your kid is a newborn, that might take you for 18, 22 years. But You have to have a why that is bigger than just fame and fortune. Money for the sake of money is not enough. And you might think, well, greedy people do things because they want money. Yeah, and they eventually all fail. The world is full of people that died penniless after having millions and millions of dollars because they didn't have the right mindset. I'm not going to name any names, but celebrities are a perfect example. You have celebrities that when they died, people found out they were almost bankrupt. Or worse, that they had a mansion that if they sold the mansion, they could have had money for the rest of their lives, but they refused to get rid of their possessions. That kind of thing. Okay? Money is not enough for you to make anything happen. Money for the sake of money is not enough. So when you sit down, whether you do New Year's resolutions or you're like me and every day you analyze what you want to do and how you want to do it and whatnot, take a moment or 5 or 10 or an hour and think about why you're doing what you're doing. You might even surprise yourself when you find out the real reason why you're trying to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.